On the morning of April the 30th, 1945, shots rip through the air near Potsdam Bridge in the city centre. The final battle for Berlin is raging. A little girl cowers helplessly next to a dead Red Cross nurse. 23-year-old Soviet soldier Nikolai Ivanovich Masalov screws up his courage, crawls to the bridge and rescues the crying child amid the hail of bullets.
It's not unusual for heroes to be recognised for their courage, but the honour bestowed on Sergeant of the Guard Masalov takes on a whole new dimension. The story of his daring act reaches Yevgeny Vucetich, whom the Soviet military administration commissions in 1946 to create a memorial to the fallen Soviet soldiers. After hearing the story, the sculptor decides to create a massive statue of a Red Army soldier carrying a child in his arms. The memorial in Treptower Park is inaugurated on the 8th of May 1949, the 4th anniversary of the end of war. All eyes are drawn to the huge statue inspired by the heroic deed at Potsdam Bridge. Vucetich's soldier stands on a high pedestal on the Mausoleum Hill. The imposing bronze figure is 30 metres tall. With his sword lowered and a shattered swastika beneath his boots, the statue symbolises victory over the Nazis and the hope of a future lived in freedom.
Covering some 100,000 square metres, the main Soviet war memorial in Treptower Park is the largest in Germany. But it wasn't the first to be built. A memorial was constructed in the Tiergarten in November 1945, and the Schönholzer Heide and Buch memorials in Pankow were erected in 1947. All four complexes also house war cemeteries. Around 80,000 Red Army soldiers were killed in the battle for Berlin, and more than 20,000 have found their final resting place at one of these four memorials. The Tiergarten, Treptow and Schönholzer Heide memorials are all built in a monumental style and reflect the grandiose stylistic ideals of Soviet realism. The sheer size of the memorial in Treptower Park is perhaps the most obvious example of this aesthetic. With its arched entrances, huge flags carved from red granite, and an impressive view of Vucetich's colossal statue, the complex looks like a set for a film about the Soviet era.
Today, more than 70 years after it was built, the huge statue still amazes visitors from all over the world. We still don't know the name of the girl who is immortalised in the arms of the bronze soldier. Her saviour, Nikolai Ivanovich Masalov, died on the 10th of December 2001 in Kemerovo, Siberia.